Now let's dive into the Jordanian food section. We're standing right here in Jabal al-Webde in front of Beit City's restaurant. We're gonna have a talk with Maria, who's the owner and founder, about the most famous Jordanian cuisine and dishes. Let's go.
أهلا وسهلا فيكم. My name is Maria Haddad and I founded and I started Beit City. What we do is a social business. We work to help support local women by bringing them here to Beit City and getting them to teach guests. I'm going to tell you a little bit about some things that you need to try in your hotel. Most likely you're going to wake up and have breakfast in your hotel because it's part of the package. So if you do, here are things that you need to try from the buffet. Fool, falafel and hummus come together. Falafel is made of chickpeas that are minced with coriander, garlic, and a lot of spices. And then we fry them. So for falafel, you always want to pair it with something a little bit like creamy so that it doesn't taste dry. So here I'm just mixing tahini with lemon juice. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of yogurt to it to make it loose, because when tahini and lemon juice, they mix together, the fat from the tahini and the acid from the lemon emulsifies. So I wanna make it like a nice sauce, and we're gonna add a little bit of garlic just because it gives so much more flavor. Fava beans, fool, my favorite, is delicious when you mix it with tahini, lemon juice, and olive oil. And that's how you want to do it when you're at your hotel. Another breakfast item that you're going to save for your next day is manaish. So you're going to eat your manaish either with za'atar on top or cheese. And you can find these all on street corners. Like you'll find little bakeries that sell you manaish. Make sure if you're going on a trip anywhere to grab some with you, because these pastries will last you throughout the day and you can have them anytime you're on the go. And always eat it with your hands. Don't eat your manaish with your fork and knife. That's just not the way to go. The third item that you definitely want to try when you're here for breakfast is a falafel sandwich. Now, falafel sandwiches are amazing and they're everywhere. There are some places that sell them in pita bread that's rolled, and some places that sell them in we call it hammam bread, but it's basically a big bun. All right, so this is tahini that we mix with date molasses, and it's Jordanian Nutella. And this is how you eat it. You're gonna find this in your hotel at the breakfast buffet. Put your bread, don't mix it. If you mix it, you'll ruin the texture. The perfect bite. We're talking a lot about breakfast that's on the go. Sometimes you want to sit down and have a nice breakfast. If you do that, then go for eggs. You can either order it with mfarrake, which is cooked with potatoes, and it's delicious. And another option is also shakshuke, which is cooked with tomatoes. Another lovely option. The way we eat our eggs is not on toast. You need to use pita bread, like this. You grab your pita bread and you cut it like this, and you open it, and then you ghammes. Taghmis is very important in Jordan, which means that you're basically eating it with your hands. Not the egg directly, the bread has to be touching the egg. So that's something you need to keep in mind. If you touch the egg directly, that's not a good thing. Don't do that. And the last thing, and it's something that brings me to my second topic, which is gonna be lunch and dinner, you have to try fettet hummus. Fettet hummus is basically layers. Bread at the bottom, hummus in the center, and yogurt on top. And guys, it is so good because the bread is still crunchy and the hummus is super soft and the yogurt is very cold and tangy. But there are so many different versions to fette. All right, guys, lunch and dinner are pretty much the same. So if you're gonna have a big lunch, I would say you can have a smaller dinner, but the dinner is gonna be more your mashawi. The lunch is gonna be the home-cooked meal. Guys, lunch is the most important meal of the day in the Middle East, in Jordan especially, because people take 2 hours for a lunch break and they sit and they enjoy lunch. Okay, so the fattet magdous is basically pickled aubergines. That's why they call it magdous, because it's eggplant that we fried and then we cooked in a nice tomato sauce. And then to this, I'm going to add pomegranate molasses. And we have local women who make all of these spices for us. So I'm just gonna mix it all in. And then I'm not gonna take all the juice, just the nice eggplants that we fried. Then we're gonna top it with cold yogurt, lemon juice, tahini. Okay, so let's talk about the food that you're going to order if you go to a mezze place, like a place that has mashawi and side dishes. What you call baba ghanoush, we call here mutabbal, okay? So make sure you don't mix that up. Mutabbal is the eggplant with the creamy sauce. So it's eggplant that's roasted on a fire, and then we mix it with lemon juice, tahini, garlic, and yogurt, and it's so good. If you're vegan, make sure you ask for it without yogurt. You can do that too. Fried halloumi is so delicious. So it's basically halloumi cheese, which is a very salty cheese that they fry, and it looks so nice. And if you add pomegranate molasses on top, it tastes super. So make sure you try that paired with pomegranate molasses. And can I honestly recommend something to you? When you're at one of these restaurants, they're gonna keep trying to change your plates. Don't change the plate, because you get so much flavor on the plate already, and then when you add the mezze or the mashawi, the meat that comes to the table, it's gonna get so much fresher when you add it with the sauces from all of these different things that you already have on your plate. When you order your mashawi, it's going to basically be shish tawu. Shish tawu is basically marinated chicken that's on the barbecue, and you have kebab, which you have to order because they're delicious. All of this you eat it with pita bread. Guys, pita bread is very important in Arabic food because it's basically how you're going to eat everything. It's your utensils, it's your cutlery, okay? So maqlube is a farmer's dish, basically. It's made using leftover ingredients. A long time ago, it was made using leftover ingredients. We don't do that now. Now we make it with fresh ingredients. The idea is, it basically means flipped upside down. And that's what maqlube in Arabic means. It's basically rice with either meat or chicken or fish sometimes, and you add vegetables that are in season. So you're gonna have your option of an eggplant maqlube, or a cauliflower maqlube, or peas and carrots maqlube. Dessert in Jordan is very important, guys. Always end your meal with something sweet. Now, it doesn't have to be a super fancy restaurant that you're going to, that you have to have dessert, because we also have street food that sells amazing dessert. Knafe, probably the only place in Jordan you will find a lineup is in front of a knafe store.
So now we're gonna try knafe, which is basically the most famous dessert in Jordan and the Middle East, and this is the best place in town. It's called Habiba. Come with me.
Knafe is basically vermicelli cooked with cheese, so it's important to try it. If you're lactose intolerant, do not try it. Cheers. Enjoy.
Hey guys, just quickly to say that what you just watched is part of a full Jordan travel guide that is completely free on brighttrip.com right now. So if you're thinking about going to Jordan, go check it out.